Would you look at this video? A woman behind the wheel of this car. You can see it's nearly submerged in floodwaters. It's just one of many dangerous situations going on this morning across central Texas. Very good Sunday morning to you. A lot going on. Mark Monstrola has been in since midnight tracking it all.
Yeah, it's a storm that produced heavy rainfall, number one, but secondly, did not move very much at all overnight and consistently just kept pumping out the heavy rain. So that's why it added up so much in so many communities, and we had flash flood watches, warnings, and continue to do so in many locations. So let's get right to it here on Viper Radar. Now, we had a mass of red overnight last night, a giant area of red centered right over the metro area. Most of that has sagged to the south, but we've seen a reversal in direction of this system. It was going to the south for the past 2 hours. Now it's starting to reverse and come back to the north a little bit. So we are anticipating either light to moderate rain or a few batches of heavy rain that may be isolated and moving out and about. Although I think the heaviest of what we're going to see, at least from what we saw last night, is going to take a little break, at least for a little while. But still keep the umbrellas around. We have a chance for scattered showers and maybe even a couple of thunderstorms and heavy downpours through the rest of the evening. We could get more heavy rain again late this evening into the overnight. Flash flood watch out for most of the viewing area until 7 p.m. We also have a flash flood warning for Hays and Caldwell counties for the next half an hour, and a flood warning out for Travis County here this morning. So there is, yes, a lot to talk about. We'll have rainfall totals and the whole gamut to get you through what you can expect not only today, but through the rest of the week coming up in just a couple of minutes. But first, a very scary situation in Sunset Valley last evening. The flooding is forcing people out of their homes, and City Hall is now serving as a shelter. KXAN Sophia Beausoleil is joining us live this morning with more on the situation. Sophia?
Good morning, Mark. Well, people are starting to come out of their homes as the light starts to shine, and it's just really an interesting situation out here as police have many of the bridges blocked off because of the flooding. Overnight, they've evacuated about 25 people as a precaution here in Sunset Valley, which is in South Austin. This morning, I have Glenn with me, who's been here for quite some time. Have you ever seen it like this?
No. I've been here since '73. And Williamson Creek is to the south of where we live, and it's flooded higher. And my neighbor here tells me that there's some homes down here with 4 feet of water in them. And so this little creek behind us is Cougar Creek. It crosses under Westgate, and it's sort of obstructed by Westgate, and so it's flooded a bunch of homes in Sunset Valley near Cougar Creek.
Are you concerned about your home? Are you doing any precautionary measures right now?
Not really, because behind us here is Cougar Creek, and if I'm not careful, I'll get blocked out. And so my wife is in another house of another resident, but I can't really get back in or afraid to get blocked out, so I just had to leave.
Do you have many neighbors who are still home, or have they left?
I checked on neighbors, and I can't find too many that are still there close to the creek. And I know I checked the creek there's a park in Sunset Valley, and the creek is running full blown in the park. So it's way outside its bounds, and it's higher than at least since '73. I've never seen it like this. And my neighbor, I just talked to her, she's never seen it.
Wow. And did police come and talk to you, tell you that you need to leave?
No, we have a alert system on our phone, so you get an alert system. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and then they call. We have a red alert call system here at Sunset Valley, and then the police came around too.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. I'm glad that you're okay and we're able to make it out. Mark, we're just going to be monitoring this all morning. We were at a different location where you see the measure where they have the flood gauge and was already up to an inch. So as the morning continues, we'll find out more information on what exactly is closed off. But if you are driving out there, please be careful. If you see high water, just turn around. And like Mark always says, you don't want to drown. Guys?
All right, Sophia, thanks a lot for monitoring the situation out there. Emergency crews just going from